Welcome to the Valley Pathways graduation ceremony for the class of 2020. I'm Jim Wanzer, the principal at Valley Pathways School. Our advisors will be speaking today on behalf of their advisees, and we will have 4 student speakers. At this time, please stand for the national anthem performed by Abby Boucher of Wasilla High School.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Hello, class of 2020, friends, family, and teachers. To be here today is truly an honor, and I have worked so hard to get here. However, my success is not purely my own. Each teacher at Valley Pathway School has played a part in getting me here. Without their support, kindness, and understanding, I don't know if I ever would have graduated. Life has never been the easiest for me. I lost my father when I was 11, and my mother wasn't much of a parent. I dropped out during my sophomore year, and eventually I could no longer live with my mother. I came to Alaska and worked so hard to get my credits back on track at another high school. I was successful and did very well in my classes. During the first semester of my senior year, I was part of another high school. There was very little support, and things happened that caused me, like many other Pathway students, to be living with my best friend. I ended up struggling in my classes, and none of my teachers really sympathized to my situation. I was kicked out when I failed one of my classes. I wasn't even told until I went to schedule new classes. I was absolutely heartbroken, and I felt like I had failed. They wanted to send me to Pathways. I wouldn't graduate on time if I went to a regular high school. Graduating late, to me, was not an option. I worked too hard to get back on track. I was willing to give Pathways a shot because I really wanted to graduate on time. I was accepted into Pathways, and I was originally very upset. You only ever hear the bad about our school, but it's so much more than what you're told. The support from teachers, whether it's for help with work or personal problems, is overwhelming. The care our teachers have for each individual student is truly breathtaking. I never thought in my life there would be such a perfect school. The environment is instantly welcoming. Students and teachers do their part in making everyone feel at home. I've only gone here for the semester, but this school is something special. The school does so much for its students to help them because life happens. No one can control it, but there's always ways to help. From food drives to free prom dresses, helping students apply for jobs, and even sometimes financially helping kids that really, really need it. I was so terrified and upset to come here, but I fell in love with this school. Everybody has potential to be something great. It just has to be nurtured. That's what Valley Pathways is here for. It's here to make every student realize their potential, dreams, and then to follow them. Valley Pathways School is the best thing to ever happen to me, and I'm ecstatic to have been able to be a student here, even if only for a semester. I want to give a special thanks to Ms. Regan for accepting me into Valley Pathways and accommodating to me as much as she could, and to Ms. Heck for always cheering me on and always being there for me. Valley Pathways is not the violence-filled school for bad kids that you're told it is. It's a special home for people when life happens, where everyone has a place and everyone can be accepted for themselves. And I'm so thankful for getting to be a part of it.
Aurora's Pathways. We first knew Aurora as Daniel's little sister because her older brother had also graduated from Pathways. However, it didn't take long before she established herself on her own terms. Reflecting back on our time at Pathways squeezes my heart with pride. She was always an excellent student, the kind of student who led by example and showed what a hardworking pathway student looked like, whether completing an assignment or asking questions because she wanted to know more, she wanted to learn, she wanted to do her best. Aurora stood up for things she believed weren't right with passion, conviction, and strength, and you certainly wanted her on your team. For anyone who Aurora truly cares about, she gives them a fierce loyalty, the likes of which is rarely seen in today's world, and is a testament to the absolute value of the relationship. Aurora works as a PCA, caring for our senior residents here in the Valley, and is weighing her options for the future. As Cicero, a Roman statesman from the 1st century BC, once said, "Nothing is more noble, nothing more venerable than loyalty." I will miss our talks and the laughs, and I am so proud of you, Aurora. Congratulations. Cheyenne Lofstrom. One thing everyone notices and never forgets about Cheyenne is her wonderful smile, because it is both beautiful and almost continuously on her face. Cheyenne came to Pathways as a middle schooler, and it was during this rough time and rocky time that it became her home away from home. That is one of the reasons she will miss Pathways so much, because it became part of her family. We already miss her too, as Cheyenne's positivity was something we could all count on to be a light and an encouragement, uplifting to all around her. Her positivity was extra special because life handed her many lemons that could have brought anyone down. However, Cheyenne chose again and again to embrace the rough times and use them to fill her life and her heart with joy and gratitude. She is very proud to have accomplished graduating high school, and her advice to Pathway students is to enjoy your time at school, making memories you will never shut up about when you're old. Currently, Cheyenne works at a local shopping center and is looking forward to having her own family and home someday. As Joseph Addison wrote, "What sunshine is to flowers, smiles are to humanity. These are but trifles to be sure, but scattered along life's pathway, the good they do is inconceivable." I'm so very proud of you, Cheyenne. Congratulations. Jeremiah Olson. Jeremiah is a very quiet and soft-spoken individual, and I've always appreciated him for his observant and reserved nature. Although he wasn't one to squander his words, it was his expression that spoke volumes. Many, many times in class, when I cracked some nerdy social studies joke that maybe didn't produce the reaction I was hoping for, I could look to Jeremiah and he would have the biggest smile on his face, which told me he thought it was funny, and I was grateful. I know he has a playful spirit because he would always wear graphic t-shirts that had whimsical sayings or pictures on them intended to bring a smile to people's faces. In addition to his gentle spirit, Jeremiah was a blessing to all his teachers because he was always a very conscientious student. Jeremiah has several options he's considering for his future. They include working on the slope while taking classes at UAA or possibly attending Job Corps. Adlai Stevenson II is quoted as saying, "I have learned that in quiet places, reason abounds, that in quiet people, there is vision and purpose, that many things are revealed to the humble that are hidden from the great." Congratulations, Jeremiah. I'm so very proud of you. Preston Muslin. Preston, this speech is a gift of the heart from me, obviously, as well as from your bro advisor, Mr. Hassan. And we decided to impart to you the Cherokee parable called "The Fight of Two Wolves Within You." A grandfather was teaching his grandson about life and said, "A fight is going on inside me. It is a terrible fight between two wolves. One is evil. He is anger, envy, sorrow, regret, greed, arrogance, self-pity, guilt, resentment, inferiority, lies, false pride, superiority, and ego." He continued, "The other is good. He is joy, peace, love, hope, serenity, humility, kindness, benevolence, empathy, generosity, truth, compassion, and faith. The same fight is going on inside you and inside every other person too." The grandson thought about it for a minute and then asked his grandfather, "Which wolf will win?" The old Cherokee simply replied, "The one you feed." Mr. Hassan and I agree that your good wolf is at least 5 times bigger than the bad wolf, yet sometimes, for whatever reason, you hear the bad wolf with more clarity. Graduating is certainly proof that you fed the good wolf, and that is our continued wish for you forever. We are so proud of you, Preston. Congratulations. Erilyn Bryant. In life, some people search high and low and maybe for much of their lifetime to find their true talent. Some people possess little bits of talent in more than one area in which they can dabble. And then there are people who are born with an extraordinary talent so obvious, so full, so brilliant that its existence is pure fact. Erilyn is one such person. Her artistic ability is obvious and beautiful, and it's what occupies her mind much of the time. Because she loves to draw and color amazing designs, Erilyn has contributed to various art projects for the school, which include creating the mascot for the Pathways esports team. She was also a founding member of that team and helped Valley Pathways Foxes of the North place second for the state of Alaska. Erilyn intends on attending college to study art and English and to then pursue her dream of becoming a tattoo artist. The famous French painter Edgar Degas has said, Drawing is the artist's most direct and spontaneous expression, a species of writing. It reveals, better than does painting, his true personality. Congratulations, Erilyn. I am very proud of you. Kylie Ford. Kylie has been at Pathways basically since the second half of her freshman year. One of the many fabulous things about having advisees is being able to see the great growth and changes that a student can go through. This has been particularly evident for Kylie this year. I have very much enjoyed getting to know her and seeing her mature into the person we know and love today. Where once Kylie was completely uninterested in school, she is now a student who attends her classes with intention. Kylie's goal was to do her own best, so when her best also landed her on the honor roll several times, she was maybe a little surprised, but also completely delighted. Kylie plans to attend college in the fall and is open to the path that will be revealed to her there. Here is a quote I hope you take with you through your time at college while finding your way. The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character. That is the goal of true education. From Dr. Martin Luther King. Congratulations, Kylie. I am so very proud of you. Jessica Snow. Jessica transferred in earlier this year and was a welcome fit to Pathways right away. Jessica hails from Michigan, where she was quite involved working towards an EMT certification. Jessica will continue to pursue this as she very much intends to work in a hospital helping people get well. She seems a perfect fit to this line of work because she comes across as self-assured and quietly confident, which is exactly what a person needs during a time of uncertainty. There is no doubt she will succeed at whatever she wants because she herself has said, once she's determined, there's nothing that will stop her. Abraham Lincoln once said this about determination. Determine that the thing can and shall be done, and then we shall find the way. Congratulations, Jessica. I'm so very proud of you. Kyle Senna. Kyle has been at Pathways for several years and is a natural part of being... Can I start over?
Yeah, you can start with Kyle Senna.
Thank you. Sorry. All right, here we go. Kyle Senna. Kyle has been at Pathways for several years, and as is a natural part of being a teacher, we get to witness all the changes a young person goes through when navigating the journey towards adulthood. Kyle was always a very capable student. He could handle all academics with ease, and math was his specialty. Then there came a time when Kyle began to question where he wanted to be in life and what it meant to make decisions for himself. When a young person begins this experimentation, the risks can be high and the outcome uncertain. For Kyle, he came out the other side absolutely knowing what it takes to control one's life and understanding choices are powerful and meaningful. I am proud to say Kyle graduated a semester early and has since been employed with a construction company and has had job offers with an outdoor education company as well. As William Ernest Henley wrote, it matters not how straight the gate, how charged with punishments the scroll. I am the master of my fate. I am the captain of my soul. I'm so very proud of you, Kyle. Congratulations.
Miss Molly Campbell Belt. Molly came to us as already a very mature senior who only needed a few credits to graduate. I believe she initially just wanted to be able to finish her senior year in a quarter and not have to go for the first full semester. Over the short time we had with her, we fell in love with Molly and she fell in love with our school. Molly is hardworking, sweet, and super personable. She is also extremely kind and great with children. She immediately took a leadership position in our school and was pivotal in hosting the carnival that we had for the preschool kids that were housed in our building this year. She is already a leader in the business world as she's been the manager of our local Subway shop during her senior year. Molly wants to be a heavy diesel mechanic and is considering going to NIT. I know she will be great at whatever she decides to do. Congratulations, Molly. Mr. Cole Michael Burns. Cole is an honest, earnest, and hardworking young man from my town of Sutton. We both share something that we call Sutton pride. It's something we always say to each other to signify our pride in our little town up in the Matanuska Valley. It's a very unique place and something that most Valley Pathways kids from Sutton have shared over the years. Cole showed exactly why we take pride in it as he worked very hard to finish and be here tonight. He has recently gotten married to Serenity Von Sheely, a sweet and kind young lady who also lives in Sutton and is graduating with us tonight. I want to wish them the very best as they go forward together. My advice as a longtime married man is to remember, Cole, when she's right, she's right. But when she's wrong, she's really right. And if you can remember that, you will have a happy marriage and a great life. I look forward to seeing you guys around Sutton for years to come. So it seems that congratulations are in order twice, Cole. Best wishes to you and your wife. Miss Felisa Natalia Dillon. Felisa is a very sweet, quiet, and polite young lady who is intensely loyal to friends and family. She is simply quietly taking care of her business since the day she arrived at our school. She is proud to be graduating with her cousin, Ellie Lane, today. She wants to go to diesel mechanic school at either AvTech or UAA and learn to work on the big rigs. So with these women fixing the big rigs and heavy equipment, we'll have no problem moving freight or earth around this state in the future. Congratulations, Felisa. Miss Ellie Dawn Lane. Speaking of fierce, dedicated, and intense, Ellie is the epitome of that. She is fearless and always ready to take on a new challenge. Many times as her advisor, my main job helping Ellie was to steer away from some of those challenges. By that I mean the ones that she would have been better off avoiding. Over time, she learned to steer herself away from those challenges. I know that with your intensity, Ellie, you can do anything that you set your mind on. Take that intensity and go change the world. She is moving to Idaho and wants to study either nursing or teaching. She would also like to thank the staff of Valley Pathways, in particular, Miss Heck and Miss Perkins. Good luck and happy trails, Ellie. Miss Adeline Joyce New. Addie is a true gem. She was the advisee of my friend and longtime coworker, Rob Hassan, and I used to always tease him that she was going to switch to my advisory. You see, she was so kind and so sweet and hardworking that all the teachers wanted her to be their advisee. I was very honored when Rob retired and he asked if I would help her finish this year. Addie, thank you for giving me that opportunity. Addie is going to be moving to Oklahoma to study pharmacy. I know you're going to be great in that and in all your endeavors. Just keep being yourself and working hard and never give up. Congratulations, Addie. Mr. Jordan Elijah Smith. Jordan is a very polite and quiet young man who's an excellent student. He's another one of Rob Hassan's former advisees. We already had a great relationship, and I was honored to be able to become his advisor after Mr. Hassan had retired. Jordan is extremely bright, and his skills in math and science are very impressive. He is also an excellent desktop publisher. I have my students do projects for my classes, and I like to let them go and be creative and detailed as they want. Well, I had to stop Jordan as he was writing beautiful and descriptive presentations that were the length of a novel about every one of the concepts in my course. That's the kind of dedication and work ethic he has. You see, Jordan is a student with the highest of standards for himself and his work. He is still deciding what he wants to do, but he is considering a career in engineering and electronics. I know he will be great at whatever he decides to do, and I can't wait to hear about it. Congratulations, Jordan.
I cried my first day at Valley Pathways. I couldn't believe that they actually let me into this place. Now, on my last day, I'm going to cry again. But this time, to let everyone know how much I appreciate them for helping me get to where I am today. When I first came to Pathways, I was kind of lost. I didn't really know what I wanted for myself and what I wanted my future to look like. I had a lot of struggles when I first came to this amazing school and even went through a box of Kleenex. Within the first few months, I wanted to leave, but with time, everyone grew on me, and now I know just how special this place really is. I am graduating with the class of 2020. I never thought this to be a moment I get to share with you. I know that most of my life I have been lost and I've had a lot of misdirection. I can honestly say that if it weren't for the help of friends and family and the staff from Valley Pathways, I wouldn't be where I am today. The future scares me, but I am so proud to have had all of the people in my life who have helped me become the woman I am now. My friends and my family and the staff from Palmer High and Valley Pathways have made it possible for me to graduate. It is sad that we won't be getting to attend our last prom. We can't walk across the stage, or the tradition I was really looking forward to, ringing the bell with my advisor. But it's okay. I am just thankful to be here and now letting everyone know that words can't express how grateful I am to be at this point in my life. This is my one chance to let everyone know how honored I am and how much I appreciate everyone who has helped me get here. To all of you, I am saying thank you.
Jim Akers. It's not every day that you meet someone in life who can approach every situation, good or bad, with a laugh and a smile. Jim, I've had the distinct pleasure to work with you over the past couple of years, and I can say that you are one of those rare individuals. It is, however, an even more extraordinary find to encounter someone who finds a way to make good on the promises no matter how daunting the odds. At the beginning of the year, we made a vow between men that you would graduate today. And against those odds, you have charted your way to this moment, and I'm so proud of you for following through and keeping your word. I would like to thank you for never getting tired of my advice and always keeping an upbeat outlook and whatever challenge life threw at you. Jim, you are an inspiration and a testament to the good nature of man, and I wish you well as you embark upon the next phase of life's journey. Congratulations, Jim. I look forward to one day seeing the man that you become. Courtney Roberts. Courtney, you are kind, imaginative, and full of grace. In my experience, you have always been self-motivated, directed, and possessed of a compass that points in the direction of success. I know that there have been times when you may have doubted this inner strength, but truly, in my years of teaching, I've rarely encountered a student as grounded as you and possessed of what is necessary to achieve their goals. While you are generally quiet, reserved, and soft-spoken, I have on several occasions had the opportunity to observe the strength that lies beneath your humble demeanor. In whatever path you choose in life, I am confident that you will take with you on that journey a spirit that conquers the world. Thank you, Courtney, for being such an amazing advisee, and please continue to remember me in your life's journeys. William Hines. Will, I've had the great pleasure of being your advisor over the past few years. I've witnessed both your failures and your successes, and through all of these experiences, I have observed you mature into the beginnings of a person that you are today. When I first met you, you were headstrong, opinionated, and outspoken. Not much has changed. Many times your perspectives do not align with those of your peers, and you're never afraid to speak your truth. As I got to know you better, I began to appreciate an underlying confidence that was characteristic of a person with a well-contemplated worldview, grounded in a strong sense of family tradition and pride in your heritage. Will, your being here today at graduation is a testament to your strength of identity and a commitment to finish what you have started. Regardless of the obstacles that life places before you in the future, I am confident that you will overcome them if you remain true to yourself and approach them with the same degree of integrity. Congratulations on graduation, Will. It is well-deserved and well achieved. Keaton DeRoche. Keaton, you are smart, capable, and determined. Over the past couple of years, I've watched you persevere, struggle, and in many moments thrive. I cannot tell you how much I have appreciated having you for an advisee, and for in the world of alternative education, having a student who is self-directed, motivated, and sure of the direction that they are taking is a true blessing. I'm sure that at times you may have felt that our relationship was not as strong as with some others, but the truth is you have always been focused and did not need much managing. When we last spoke, you indicated that you had chosen to pursue a career in the United States Army. Knowing your patriotic sense of duty and your devotion to that end, I have no doubt that you will acquit yourself well and be an example to the ideals of the uniformed servicemen and women. Keaton, congratulations on your graduation. Now get out there and be all that you can be. Amber Larson, you are brilliant and a wonderfully made creation. You are kind, you are creative, and you are precious to me. You are a true blessing to your family and to all the people with whom you choose to share your life. To most, you come across as nice, quiet, shy, but to those who know you best, you are caring, compassionate, and believe it or not, downright opinionated. I will miss seeing the wonderful artistic creations that you labored countless hours on in my advisory class, and I hope that you will take a moment before you leave Pathways in your past to select one of them for me to hang in my classroom so that I'll always have something to remember you by. Amber, you did it. This day has been a long time in the making, but you did it, and I know you thought you would never come here, but here it is. A testament to the resilience that you have cultivated in your journey to get here today. Amber, I'm so proud of you. Never give up on your dreams, and congratulations. Jonathan Miller. John, it has been a great pleasure being your teacher, coach, and advisor over the past few years. It has also been an honor to witness you mature, to watch you grow, and discover you becoming the young man that you are today. In many years as a Pathways teacher, there have been very few young men that I have encountered who were as willing as you to be honest with themselves and admit when there was something that needed to be changed so that they can become better. Your capacity for self-reflection is your superpower. Your honesty with others is your strength. Given the love, values, and character that has been instilled in you by your family, I truly believe that your potential is limitless. The ability to self-reflect and act on those insights is what truly makes one a champion. And whether or not you find greatness playing football in college, remember that in the heart of a champion, the ability to learn from one's mistakes and to use them to continually construct a better version of one's former self. John, I truly believe that you are on the road to greatness, and I look forward to seeing the mountain of a man that you will become. Congratulations on your graduation. James Hickle. James, when you first came to Pathways, you were rough, anxious, and unfocused. Over the years, I have watched you mature into an altogether different creation. I would like to think that many of the positive influences were my own, but the truth is, you are an amalgamation of all the influences that have shaped your life. From your time spent at the Alaska Military Youth Academy, moments with friends, periods at Pathways, and even though you may not want to acknowledge it at times, most importantly, the seasons spent with your family. These are the things that have shaped you into the fine person that you are today. Today you stand before us transformed, more focused than I have ever seen you, and in the minds of some teachers, one of the more respectful students to ever attend our school. I wish you the best of luck as you begin your future endeavors. You're a fine young man with a bright future and a wealth of potential at your disposal. Congratulations, James. I'm glad to have had the opportunity to watch you succeed. Augie Yerovich. Augie, I've wrestled over what to say today. You, your family, we have been through so much over the past couple years that I'm sure if we were to ask ourselves back then if you would be graduating today, we might all have said it would have taken a miracle. So instead of a long-winded account of all the obstacles that were overcome, I'm going to simply acknowledge this miracle. Miracles don't just happen, they're performed. And Augie, from day one, you've been a miracle. A miracle wrapped in the love of your parents, which you may not have been able to see at times, but existed throughout the entirety of this journey nonetheless. It is implicit as an understanding that parents must love their children, but rarely have I seen the outpouring of love and devotion that your parents have lavished upon you in order to secure the observance of this day. The celebration of your graduation today is a testament to your resilience in spite of the obstacles. You did that. But when you look back on this day, never forget the devotion and sacrifice made by your family to support you in achieving this victory. Their devotion is a victory of love, and I am honored to have been a witness to it. I love you, Augie, and I am proud of you. Congratulations.
Melissa Anderson. Melissa is one of our trailblazers. Part of the class who came to the new building as a 7th grader and who's been integral in the development of the culture of the new Valley Pathways. She was there for the mushroom, the iconic donkey bathroom pass, middle school lock-ins, lots of wall art, puesha, ukulele performances, and she was notably one of the only students injured during the 7.1 earthquake that rocked the school district on November 30, 2018. Melissa and her boyfriend Matt had just brought me to an empty classroom to show me the instruments their band had delivered for their performance later in the day when the earthquake hit. Matt broke out the classroom window with a chair and launched Melissa through the hole like a little torpedo. I've never witnessed anything so valiant. Melissa, I'm awestruck by your creative talents, your poetry, your singing, your art. Everything you do reflects both your captivating fragility and an underlying toughness. I always save examples of my students' best work. And when I look at that stack, so much of it is yours. It's like, oh look, it's the contents of Melissa's locker. Who could have anticipated that we wouldn't be on stage right now sharing hugs and tears? Thank you for the sweet notes. I've kept them all. I feel so lucky that we are part of the fabric of each other's lives, and I can't wait to see where life takes you, Melissa. I'm sure music will be part of that future. Pleasure. Casey Arsenault. Every student graduating today has a defining attribute. Our students are so different from each other. Casey, there's a quality of your character that I just love about you. You stand out in my mind as a student who is so tender-hearted. It's no surprise that throughout your high school career, you worked with young children in a preschool setting. You were meant to be a caregiver. I know you've dabbled with the thought of pursuing a CNA career, and you'd light up any client's life. As you go out into the world, you represent the very best of Valley Pathways School by your patience, your gentleness, and your compassion. It has been such a joy to be your advisor. When I'm in a care home someday and I press my alarm button around my neck that says, "Help, I've fallen and I can't get up," and you come running to assist me, well, I probably can get up. I just wanted to hang out with you. You have a wonderful future ahead of you, Casey. We'll be watching. Casey Cooper. Casey, what a little dynamo you are. You're just a 100-pound whirlwind of energy and efficiency and positivity. I have loved watching you take projects on and just organize. Here's one example. When students hadn't brought back permission slips to donate blood, you not only called to remind every kid, you called their parents as well, resulting in every slot for blood donation being full. In fact, slots on top of slots being full. The blood bank left Valley Pathways with more units of blood than they had collected from one of the largest high schools in the district the previous day. And that's all because you took the situation under control. You make things happen, Casey. I'm so invested in seeing you be successful. Take pride in your good choices. Lean on your loving and supportive mom. And remember that there are people at Valley Pathways who care about you and want to know how life is going. Congratulations on your graduation. Destiny Flash. Destiny Flash, my sweet little advisee with a movie star name. You're a gentle spirit, Destiny. So many times I've watched you jump in to help make events successful. Thank you for that willingness to make the world around you a better place. Now, Destiny's a tiny little thing, probably at the lowest weight at which the blood bank will let you donate blood. This year, she was one of the first students to sign up and donate, and as she was standing next to her friend to support her as she was squeezing the ball, things got a little hazy, and next thing you knew, she was on the floor with nurses hovering all over her, just kaboom. Despite some significant trauma, I doubt that will keep her from signing up again because, Destiny, you are a giving person. Congratulations on your graduation. I have loved being your advisor. Izzy Fuller. Izzy, I could not be more proud of the woman you've become. A woman of strength and conviction. A woman determined to rise from ashes and create a splendid tomorrow. You elevate the people around you. It wasn't always that way, was it? Like the rest of the students who came to us in 7th grade, you had a lot of stuff going on. Serious stuff. Stuff that would make grown folks curl up in a corner and cry. But Izzy, you put your chin up, commemorated the tragedies of your life with a tattoo, and powered on. By your senior year, you were the one standing up and wagging your finger at the new kids, telling them how in no uncertain terms, we don't treat people like that at Pathways. And hey, here we respect our teachers, and they were afraid of you, and I love seeing it, Izzy. You had become the defender of all we're about here. You let everyone know Valley Pathways is a place of tolerance and respect. I'm blessed to have had 6 years with you, Isabel Fuller. The camera roll on my phone is packed with hundreds of pictures of you and your friends. Thank you for all the delightful memories. I treasure them. I can't delete a single picture. Congratulations on your graduation, dear. You worked hard for this. Carlos Gregory. I met Carlos for the first time in summer school, and I was so thrilled to see him come over to Pathways in his senior year. Carlos, with the whole pandemic situation and with the district's decision to lower the credit requirements for graduation, it was like you were done with us before you even started. Congratulations. Thank you for being part of the finest group of leadership students of my career, and I hope you had fun. I will remember you for your positive presence and your ready smile. Good work on completing your education, and best of luck with the next steps toward a happy future. Jeremy Sanchez. Jeremy, I must admit it, I took advantage of you. Every time I had a technical problem, computer glitch, digital camera need, or printer malfunction, I yelled for you, Jeremy, help. And you always did, and always did with a smile on your face, even if it was inconvenient for you. Thank you, Jeremy, for being a beam of positive energy, a great friend to the students around you, and a positive contributor to the Pathways vibe. You will truly be missed, Jeremy. You're a unique young man with such playful charisma, and you're so full of smarts and talent. Your clowning around makes the world around you more enjoyable. All your teachers know that you'll be successful. Make sure you check back with us and keep us posted. Finally, I'd like to give a shout out right now to your supportive and loving parents who entrusted you to us. We've loved having you here, Jeremy, and a big congratulations on your graduation. Tommy Still. TJ, with the help of a determined and loving uncle, you made it. As one of the middle schoolers who started with us 6 years ago, you must be well aware that you have a special place in my heart. In those middle school years, I know your life was agonizingly difficult. But I know your friends here helped you weather those adversities. I'm so grateful for the group of kids who supported and uplifted each other through the last 6 years. When you look around you, TJ, you can see that not all of them made it to graduation, and that's why I could not be prouder of you. I have seen you pull off the most impossible, astounding, miraculous, come from behind credits in the history of public education. You always smile and shrug that off. But you know what? Your determination is enviable. Congratulations on reaching this goal. I'm very proud of you. You're one of the only kids whose name I've ever written on a donut, and that's what love looks like. Take care of yourself, and know that you provided your advisor many treasured memories. Blake Tilton. Blake has an easygoing presence. He has loads of friends. As a matter of fact, he's been known to house those loads of friends. He's really got a patient mom. Blake successfully completed the Alaska Military Youth Academy and distinguished himself in a unique way. In a large class of cadets, he was chosen as the Iron Man by his superiors for his athleticism and physical grit. Obviously, when Blake puts his mind to something, his sense of competition is strong. Blake, I know you really love welding, and I hope that is something that you'll pursue as a career with the same competitive spirit that inspires you to do thousands of push-ups. Thank you for looking out for many of our students so that they too could continue their education. And congratulations on reaching this goal. Best of luck to you always. Serenity Von Sheely. Serenity. Valley Pathways has been privileged to have educated a whole family of Von Sheelys, and we are thankful to your grandma and grandpa for their nonstop support and single-minded dedication to all of their grandchildren's success. I think you're a lot like your touchstone, Grandma June. Serenity, I've watched you encourage and support the man you love, who is now your husband and life partner. You have your grandma's conviction regarding achievement and self-actualization. You're a lovely young woman, full of determination, and very set on your goals for your future. Congratulations on both your recent marriage and on your graduation today.
Hello, class of 2020. My name is Isabel Fuller, and here is my story. Everyone comes to our school for a reason, whether it's their second chance or their last chance, or just because we are all they have left. My reason for coming to Valley Pathways is that other schools didn't work with me. The schools were either too big or too many students, and it wasn't the right fit. When I joined the middle school program, I was so nervous and excited. It was the best thing that happened to me, and I didn't even know it. This school helped me see the good in me, helped me through the really rough times and even the best of times. Pathways showed me what a family really is. It was my first home because my real home became a prison I couldn't escape. They also helped me become a better person, and I hope this school helped you too. This 6-year experience has been a journey of love, joy, and pain. I cannot express my gratitude enough for being seen as the young, beautiful, and intelligent woman I am molded into today. I am here to tell you that there is an end to the means. Hard work, dedication, and support are the key ingredients to get the best education possible. Pathways has taught me so much, and I am forever in the debt of the teachers that took the time to teach and understand my problems, whether it was personal or school related. I'm not saying it was easy, but it does pay off if you follow the guidance and the teachings that are available here at Pathways. I would not have been able to take this journey if it weren't for Mr. Wanzer. He took a chance and let me come back to Pathways, and it changed my life. I had many experiences that were amazing. Prom of 2019, volunteering for the blood bank, CCS learning, Halloween trick-or-treating, and the family barbecue that we had. Having these extracurricular activities makes the journey fun and motivational and helped boost my self-esteem. I will always remember my time here at Pathways and take the lessons I learned to continue to become a productive member of society and a strong, independent woman. My life has not always been a cakewalk. I have been through things that I would not wish on my worst enemy. But I choose to take these lessons and make myself stronger and not let it get me down. I worked hard to get a great education and will continue to rise. In order to change, you need to come out of your comfort zone. Because if you stay in your comfort bubble, why would you want to? Our generation needs to step up and show that we will make the world a better place. Yes, I'm only one person, but if I pay it forward and you do the same, then we pass on, and right there is positive change. That goes out into the universe and makes a better place to live. I just want to say thank you again to everyone here. Without you, I would not be here. I would highly recommend Pathways to future students. This school is amazing, and I am sad my journey here has come to an end. I am now on a new journey and have all the tools I need to succeed. Last but not least, I am proud to say I'm a graduate of 2020.
Maddie Bonwood. How many of you know about and remember Taz, the Tasmanian devil character from Looney Tunes? You know, the one that travels from place to place like a dust devil, twisting and turning across the desert, stirring things up as it goes. The little, adorable, powerful force of nature. Maddie Bonwood is his cousin. No, really. They have to be related somehow, as Maddie comes into your life like a twister, and she is so amazing that you just cannot help but love her. This girl is a force of nature. She would drive us all a little bit crazy, okay, maybe a lot crazy some days, by twisting and turning her way through the school, into and out of the classrooms. Some she was supposed to be in, some she wasn't. Testing our limits by waiting until the very last possible moment to turn work in, and proving to us that she could make it happen every time we doubted her power to get it done, despite having procrastinated and pushed the limits of patience and time. Like many of our students, Maddie has had more than her fair share of challenges in life. She has, like her cousin Taz, not let any of those challenges slow her down, ever. I know that Maddie will continue to be a force of nature, a force to be reckoned with. Maddie twisted her way into my heart, and she will be missed at Valley Pathways. I'm looking forward to stepping out of her way and watching her go conquer her world. Kia Frazier. When asked about Kia, many of her teachers and friends will say she is shy, sweet, kind, quiet, hardworking, and creative. All words that I would also use to describe Kia Frazier. Kia is a very quiet and outstanding role model for her peers, and always has a smile on her face when entering a room. But there's another word that I would use to describe Kia. That word is fierce. She is a fierce defender of her friends and her values when pushed. And trust me when I say, when Kia speaks out, everybody listens. Kia, since you finished school earlier this year, I have really missed your calm presence in my classroom. And the shy, beautiful smile that lights up your face when you're talking about and showing off your art. I'm very proud of you and your accomplishments, and you are truly missed. I'm looking forward to seeing what you will achieve in the next few years as you grow stronger in your craft and your belief in the power of your voice. Maya Henry. I'm struggling with the words that express how proud I am of Maya Henry. This girl has fought so many battles to get where she is today. I think she originally came to Valley Pathways to just have a place to go, but after some time decided she wanted to do more than just hang out with her family. She made a tough decision to leave Pathways and attend Alaska Military Youth Academy. At the start of AMYA, she struggled, and it seemed she might not make it through this physically, mentally, and educationally challenging program. But despite her doubts, she persevered and ended up graduating from the program. Not only did she finish, she was awarded the Most Improved Cadet. Upon completion of AMYA, she came back to Pathways to finish high school, and she has succeeded at that too. As Christopher Robin told Winnie the Pooh, "Promise me you'll always remember you're braver than you believe and stronger than you seem and smarter than you think." Maya, you are an AMYA and Valley Pathways graduate. I want you to remember that success is within you. I want you to remember how you were scared and didn't think you could do it. I want you to remember that despite your doubts, you didn't run away or quit. You kept at it, and you did do it. I want you to remember the feeling of true personal achievement, the pure joy and sense of pride that you felt being part of an AMY team that was recognized as the best during the drill challenge. I want you to remember how you felt when I told you that you were finished with your high school requirements and a graduate. I want you to remember what Ms. Perkins told you. You are strong, resilient, a survivor, and a fighter. I want you to remember that you can do anything you put your mind to. Most importantly, I want you to remember that no matter what mistakes you make along the way, you are loved. Emily Hilliker. I was recently watching a TED Talk by Angela Lee Duckworth titled Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance. As I was listening to this speech, many of my Pathway students came to mind, but one was at the forefront, Emily Hilliker. Duckworth describes grit as passion and sustained persistence applied toward long-term achievement with no particular concern for rewards or recognition along the way. Emily has grit. Emily has had an adventurous life for one so young. Her parents' employment took them all over the world. When they were working and living here in Alaska, Emily found her place. When the family needed to move again, Emily stayed to finish school and work. So at 16 years old, Emily was living on her own and supporting herself while continuing to go to school. What 16-year-old continues to go to school when they have no parent telling them they must? Emily. Emily even came to school when she had pneumonia and was really sick for months. The best part about all of this is that Emily handled every single issue, every problem, and every obstacle with a smile on her face. She never stopped trying, and she finished school. Emily, I cannot wait to see what life has in store for you. I know that you are going to do whatever it is you want to do, and even though there may be challenges, you have the grit it will take to power through, and you will be smiling as you do.
Corey Sanders. Corey made me promise to mention just how much of a procrastinator she is. Corey, I don't think you have to worry. Everyone knows you like to take your time doing things, but they also know that you are athletic, smart, and caring. When I talk to your dad, he is always proudly bragging about how talented a hockey player you are. You can see the gleam in your mom's eye when she speaks of your intelligence. And Mr. Carollo still raves about how you used to read stories to his boys. Corey's love of children has led her to working full-time in the daycare at Denali Gymnastics. She plans to continue working with children after she moves to Washington next year. Corey, despite your procrastination flaws, you are a good person and have nothing but a bright future ahead of you. Congratulations, Corey. Cameron Shobe. Cameron comes from a long line of engineers, so it isn't hard to understand why he is so organized and fond of giving concrete answers. He's still exploring his career options, but in the meantime, he will continue to work for the family business, testing the quality and strength of concrete. Cameron really enjoys spending time with his family. He likes to dress up as a bartender and make Italian sodas for them. And when Cameron isn't pretending to be a mixologist, they all enjoy playing classic board games together. He wanted to make sure to thank all of his teachers for going to bat for him. A couple of years ago, Cameron needed a new advisor. Both Mr. Carollo and myself ran to Miss Regan to plead our cases. She told us to take it out back and work it out. Needless to say, I beat Mr. Carollo like a rag doll. Truth be told, Cameron, you are the type of student every advisor would fight for. You have a heart of gold, are so unassuming, and constantly get straight A's. If you ever need anything, you can always count on me being in your corner. Congratulations, Cameron. Bethany Medeiros. Bethany is a fun-loving, crazy, artsy, unique individual who likes to volunteer at the animal shelter and the recycling center. Her mother is thrilled, proud, and loves her to pieces. Her father is overjoyed with her perseverance and admires her strength at overcoming the difficulties of her life. When she was a little girl, she used to take trips to the Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C. Now, her goal in life is to work at that museum, cataloging dinosaur bones. Bethany will always have fond memories of her friends Zeke and Nick, who taught her how to play magic and were always there to play video games with her. She will never forget the time she spent in esports. She said it was a bonding experience for her and exciting to see how school could have such a fun atmosphere. Bethany also wanted to thank Mr. Reeder for his astronomy class. It was that class that provided the background knowledge for the creation of her own anime universe that she writes stories about today. Bethany, all the universe is at your feet. Now it's time to go and explore it. Congratulations, Bethany. Sadie Winger. Sadie used to be... Can I start that over?
Just start with Sadie Winger, but wait for a few seconds after I quit talking.
Okay. Sadie Winger. Sadie used to be a self-described slacker, someone who didn't apply herself, someone who was lacking self-discipline. She says that she didn't believe that she would ever graduate from high school. But then something clicked inside of her, and she realized that she wanted to be independent, start a life where she could support herself and own her own home, live a life that she could be proud of. She came to Valley Pathways and realized that this was a place where she could change her life. While here, she met Lilo, Trey, and Augie, who became her close friends and helped her get through the craziness of the school day. She would often sit in front of my desk and talk about her family, who she is very close with, the work that she did on the prom committee and the blood drive, and of course her chicken boots. Yes, Sadie loves to take care of her chickens, and she really enjoys cleaning out the chicken coop. Well, enjoy may not be the right word. Sadie plans to pursue a career as an instrument technician and hopes to eventually work on the North Slope. Sadie, your independence is right in front of you. Congratulations, Sadie. August McCullough. August, you once told me that people see you as lazy, as a slacker, but I see the opposite. I have known you for 2 years, and during that entire time, you have held a job outside of school, working at least 20 hours a week on top of going to school full time. You should be proud of that. August says that the one thing she will remember about Valley Pathways is that it helped her get her life together. And while she may not know what the future holds for her, she is very appreciative of the staff who have allowed her to make mistakes and grow from them. Truth be told, I didn't like August very much when she first started with us. I know that isn't very politically correct for me to say, but come on. She was always crying, she rarely did her work, and she kept threatening to put me on eHarmony. But it didn't take long for her to grow on me, and I find myself actually missing the days when we were all in the classroom together. One of the best things about teaching is seeing a student grow throughout the years, and August has bettered herself and the people around her. I have been her teacher, advisor, her coach, a bodyguard. That's a very long story. And now I'm glad to call her a friend. Congratulations, August.
Congratulations, class of 2020. We made it. We started school looking forward to this day. We have all struggled one way or another just to get here, just to be able to walk across that stage and get that paper. But sadly, because of the pandemic, we cannot. I am thankful the staff is trying their best to make this great for all of us. I started high school at another school. I was failing my classes and my anxiety levels were through the roof. I thought I was never going to get to this point by my sophomore year. I had accepted that I was going to have to repeat 12th grade. My favorite teacher, Miss Regan, who helped me through everything, decided to transfer to Valley Pathways. but I thought it would be better for me to stay at another school. Thankfully, my mom, Miss Regan, and Miss Heck convinced me to apply to Pathways. I got interviewed and accepted, but I still didn't want to go. My mom forced me to go, and I'm glad she did. My first day was comfortable. The environment at Pathways is just so home-like. Everyone makes you feel accepted, and you don't feel like you can't be yourself. We all are working through our own issues, and everyone understands that. We are, as they say, one big family. By my second year of Pathways, I was on the right track to graduate on time. I was passing my classes, and my anxiety was basically non-existent. I even graduated a few months early. I became extremely confident in myself and my abilities so much that I applied to Eastern Florida State College and was accepted. I tell you all this because there was a point in my life, and there will be one in yours, where I thought I was never going to get out of this hole that I had dug myself into. I had the worst outlook on life, and I was miserable. I realized that even during those bad times, I had people around me who loved and supported me. But that can only get you so far. You must get yourself to that point that you want to be at. If you want that job, then apply for it. Go to the interview. Nobody can do that for you. They can grab the application, push you to do it, and maybe even drive you to the job. But you are the one who has to put in the effort to fill out the application, get dressed, and show up to the interview. It is the same for every life situation. You need to put in the effort to achieve your goals and be successful. It's your life, and at the end of the day, you make the decisions on how to live it. I would like to give special thanks to my mom, Miss Regan, Miss Hayes, my closest friends, and all the Pathways staff for being so supportive and pushing me to be the best I can be, because without all of you, I would not be speaking to you today.
Brooke Humphreys. Is there really one word to describe Brooke? The one I always come up with is determined. Brooke came to Pathways lost and possibly heading in the wrong direction. At the beginning of last year, Brooke was living in really tight quarters with 6 other family members. She did not want to get to know anyone or make friends with anyone, and she told me she hates everyone. She was a cheerleader for Palmer High's football and basketball team. Brooke started Pathways with her school best friend, Jadine. At first, it was Brooke Jadine who would eat lunch in my clinic area. Soon, Davian joined the group. Here and there, others would visit. Brooke would spend a lot of time with me. By the end of the second quarter, she made the decision she was going to graduate early, a year and a quarter early. Brooke, you've given and taught me so many wonderful things these last 2 years. I am so happy you fell into my life. I will cherish our relationship forever. I am proud to be your advisor. You're such an amazing young woman. Keep dreaming big, baby. I hope all your dreams come true. I love you. Chandler Farwell. Heading into this year, I think we both had different ideas of how advisory would play out. Being a first-year advisory, I really didn't know what my role was supposed to be. Hassan was your advisor for 3 years, and I'm sure you weren't expecting him to retire your senior year. From the first day of school, you suffered horribly from senioritis. I think if they were handing out awards, you would have nailed this one. There were moments of frustration when I would go to Miss Regan's office and say, I don't know what to do with this kid. There were times I didn't think you would make it. Thankfully, you proved me wrong. You frustrated me, I frustrated you. It was a dance between us. I will never forget this year for anything. I am so thankful you asked me to be your senior year advisor. You taught me a lot of things about being an advisor. I hope I taught you something. One thing I don't ever want you to forget, even if you procrastinate, the JOB still needs to be done. You are an amazing young man with so much potential. I hope you can reach for the stars and grab a hold of one. I love you. Victoria Saramelli. Hey girl, you are my Shirley. Just a side note, Victoria and Leanne came into my office the first day of school to use my refrigerator. They reminded me of the show Laverne and Shirley from when I was a kid. Victoria, I wish I could hug you right now with congratulations on this accomplishment. You have faced a lot of challenges in your short life. I think coming to Pathways was the best decision you made for yourself. From the first day of school 2 years ago, I felt something special about you, that you would impact my life greatly. You are a very independent person who sticks to her convictions. You are a fighter and will fight for what and who you believe in. You have an amazing talent in getting your point across. I said it before and I'll say it again. You should toss around the idea of studying law. It's amazing the accomplishments you can have if you work for it. You deserve anything you are willing to work for. I'm proud of the woman you are becoming. I know wherever you go, you will go with your whole heart. I love you. Leanne Jarrett, this is my Laverne. I want you to take this with you. During our life, we must always work to be a better human. I can see it already. You are becoming a beautiful woman. Your 2 years at Pathways has had some strange ups and downs for you. I hope with all the downs we have been through, you realize how much stronger you are becoming. Becoming an adult and wanting to do adult things has landed you many challenges. Just remember, doing adult things comes with a lot of responsibility. When you started at Pathways, I noticed the special bond you and Mrs. O shared. I slowly got to know you through her. You are a person who needs to trust someone before you open up to them. I've been blessed with you for 2 years. Throughout this year, you made some decisions that not all the adults in your life agreed with. Yet you kept to what you felt was right for you. It's been an amazing and crazy, sometimes what seemed impossible, but as Nelson Mandela said, it always seems impossible until it's done. You may not end up where you thought you were going, but you will always end up where you were meant to be. I love you. Ryan Bergen. Ryan Bergen came to Pathways last year from Palmer High. He too was one of Hassan's advisees, so Ryan had to get used to me being his advisor. Ryan had such an interesting personality. I think I can sum it up with, don't tell me what to do. Your tenacity has helped you overcome hardship. You made a really good friend your first year at Pathways. Travis Reeser was a good thing for you, and his graduating and leaving had to be difficult. Coming to Pathways was a good place for you, and you belong there. The family at Pathways will miss you as you venture out into new beginnings. Please always remember to take pride in how far you have come and have faith in how far you can go.
My dear advisee, Becca Ashley, I'm so thankful that you joined us at Pathways for your last semester of high school. Your sweet smile, positive outlook on life, and innate leadership qualities make you such a blessing to have in class. You're going to be such a delight to have here in the Valley as a CNA. Your kind soul makes you a perfect fit for a career path in the medical field. Becca, I'm so proud of you, the person that you've become and the person I know you will grow to be. Moreover, it brings me such happiness to see you graduating today. It took years of hard work and dedication. While I'll miss seeing you at Pathways each day, please know that I will never stop supporting you through life. Tyler Wallace, I already miss your pleasant greetings and thoughtful nature. For those of you who haven't had the privilege of meeting Tyler, he is a true friend before anything else. He goes above and beyond to make his classmates feel welcome and also encourages them to do their best each and every day. When I asked him if there was anything he wanted me to include in this speech, he answered as expected. Please just let all the teachers know how grateful I am for them, for they really helped me through some hard times. Tyler, you are a light in the darkness, and with that being said, it would only be fitting that you're heading off to Job Corps to specialize as an electrician. Now is the time to hold your head high. I'm so proud of you for graduating today. Ash Patterson, just saying your name will always put a smile on my face. I don't know if I will ever have an advisee who loved visiting me during other class periods as much as you, but you're welcome back at any time. I'm so proud of your perseverance and strength that made graduating today possible. I hope to see you on the side of a Wheaties cereal box, as a pro soccer player, or even in the Olympics someday. Keep up your athletic drive and focus on the future. When things do not go your way, remember that challenge. For every adversity contains within it the seeds of opportunity and growth. It's only when we're able to shift our mindset and see the positive that our life truly begins to flourish. Ash, life will always bring you highs and lows. Please know that I will always be here for you, even during those in-betweens. It is my hope that you will begin to see the wonderful web of support that you've woven yourself over the past 18 years. You're going to go on to do great things. Savannah Von Sheely. First of all, congratulations. In the fall, this moment felt so far away. You truly gave it your all, and for that, I couldn't be prouder. You have an inspiring work ethic and a drive that can be seen from a mile away. I wish you all the best as you continue down the road of life. May you find joy in all of the twists and turns, friendship in the hard-to-reach places, and comfort when you need it most. Nora Ephron said, "Your education is a dress rehearsal for a life that is yours to lead." Well, Savannah, you deserve a standing ovation for your time here at Pathways, so I can only imagine what the rest of your life has to bring. Once again, congratulations.
Erin Baguette. Erin, it took a lot of hard work to reach this goal. You had to show up every day, whether you felt like it or not. I hope you feel great about what you've accomplished, and I hope you'll continue to be a person who shows up day in and day out for those things that are worthwhile and important in your life. It's been a joy to watch you grow and achieve so much this past year. Congratulations, I wish you the best. Rachel Yaskis. Rachel, you've had quite a journey, and I'm proud to say you never gave up. May you always dare to do great things with your life. Keep on growing. Keep on adding to the goodness and beauty in the world. Keep developing those unique dreams and talents that make you who you are. Congratulations and best wishes. Kamika Tillman. Kamika, I've only known you a short while, but you always have a smile on your face. What an impressive achievement. I'm so proud of you. Always remember there's no limit to what you can do if you keep believing in yourself. I just know that your life has even more wonderful things in store. Congratulations and best wishes. Devin Smith. Congratulations on your high school graduation, Devin. I only wish we could be together to celebrate in person. I know you've worked through many challenges to get to this day. I hope you never stop learning, exploring, growing, and challenging yourself to be your best. I'm proud of you, and I wish you the best.
Now, as the principal of Valley Pathways School, I hereby verify that these students have met or exceeded the requirements set forth by the Mat-Su School District and are eligible to receive their high school diploma. School Board Member Jim Hart, will you please join me to accept this class?
Principal Wanzer, as a school board member of the Matanuska-Susitna Borough School District, I hereby proudly accept the Valley Pathways High School class of 2020.
I would like to present to you the Valley Pathways class of 2020. Congratulations.